Well. Hello from me. This is the Green-Eyed Gaming Gal. Incidentally, thinking about changing my name to something Mouseover Multiboxing related, but I haven't quite thought of the name yet. And then I thought, well, what happens if I play a different game? I can't use that name then. So for now, it's still Green-Eyed Gaming Gal. A bit cheesy, but that's kind of all I could think of at the time a couple of years ago. Yes, I do have green eyes, and yes, I am a female. I'm a girl, but I'm an older girl, so that's why I named myself Gal. Anyway, if you've just tuned in and you're curious about the heading for this YouTube clip, which is about multiboxing and can you still multibox? Well, here we go. Let's begin. So I'm here to tell you that I'm still multiboxing in World of Warcraft Retail, and I have been multiboxing in World of Warcraft Classic as well, but not recently because I'm sort of right into WoW Retail at the moment. I've got that many teams, and this team today is my little druid team. So I'll show you the add-ons I use, and we'll start the group. So I'll show you that as well. I'll get this. I've sort of just repairing up that mount, which is the Grand Expedition mount, which you buy from Dalaran, is very, very good if you're multiboxing. It was expensive, probably not expensive in today's WoW terms, but yeah, I use that all the time. And that way we don't always have to go to town to repair and so forth. And yes, there are plenty of times you need to repair when you're multiboxing the way that I do it, which is by mousing over. So you can see here, my mouse is in this top screen, then it goes in the bottom screen, bottom left, middle, one further along, and now the bottom right. So every time I mouse over, those windows become active and I can cast a spell. So I'm not mirroring input keys or whatever you call it at all. I'm doing it in what I call manually. I'm using a add-on to help me with the Windows management. Now you can do it without it, but I find it's a bit more responsive like this, but you'll see what I mean. Look, let's do a self-heal on each window there. Hey, why isn't she self-healing? What the heck? Oh, what? Oh, she needs to be in what's he form? There we go. She's healing, she's healing, she's healing. Yes, they're all female. So I had to mouse over and do it like that. Now, because they're druids, this particular team has one bear and then several boomkins and then a resto druid. I didn't make group yet because I thought I'd show that on my video, which I do via a key bind using EMA, a wonderful add-on that you can get from CurseForge. So let's have a look at my add-ons, shall we? What's the best way to look? Maybe here. I don't use much. Well, EMA is not even coming up there. Pawn, that's for looking at your gear and comparing gear, of course. Quartz 3, I use that specifically for multiboxing. You get all my add-ons you get from Quartz. You get from CurseForge, rather. Sorry about that. So Quartz basically does this big bar across the bottom of your screen. See that? And now when you're multiboxing, we've got someone looking at us there, probably reporting us. See, it just makes it easy to see what's going on in those other screens. That's why I do it. Okay, back to the add-ons. Let's have another look. So we've got Pawn, Quartz, SCADA. That's just a DPS meter. To be honest, I'm not really using that much. I'm thinking about getting rid of a DPS add-on altogether. Theoretically, when I first started multiboxing, I like to check them to make sure all my characters were pulling weight. But, I don't even really look at that now. So I might even disable that at some point. SCADA, yeah, that was SCADA, the DPS meter. Party raid frame resize. Now, I find that very important. That is so, watch this, we'll make our group via EMA through a keybind. I'll show that. So if you go options, keybinds, when you load the EMA add-on, you will get some options here to add some binds. So for F12, because let's face it, who uses F12 for anything else? Not me. So since I've been multiboxing, I just use that to make a group now. You don't have to use EMA. You could just go invite. You could make a macro and go invite this character, that character, that character, that character. You just put their names and you just do the invite name, one on each line. That's how I started. But now I use this. So I'm going to hit F12 and you watch. They will join because they've all been put into a group previously that recognises that when this main character invites, they just automatically accept. It's really nifty. So we're in a group, all good. You could even have a raid if you wanted. Now this annoying thing here is just from that DPS thing. That's probably the other reason I want to get rid of it. And that's that. What was my point of showing something here? Oh, yes. See how these party frames are nice and large? So that is because I'm using that add-on, which was party raid frame resize. So what it does, it just gets your basic World of Warcraft party frames and makes them jumbo size. I mean, I could make them deeper if I want. I could make them wider. I like them really large, but the problem lies in that you want to be able to see something on the screen from time to time. See now. And let's face it, if they're much bigger, I can't see anything. But for this purpose, see when I'm healing, I just have to mouse over there and heal. Okay. So how I manage the healing, you might wonder. Well, I've got macros and more macros. So it's pretty easy, really. Macros, if you want to peek at my healing macros. Well, let's see the rejuve, for instance. And I'm a bit of a messy macro person. And I probably do this completely different to other people, but this is just the way I do it. And it works for me. It's simple. So this one here, see? Cast at Mouseover Rejuvenation. Now, you would use the same for other simple healing spells. When I say simple, there are cast sequences I use as well, and I can show that. So this one's just cast at Mouseover. So just wherever I mouse over on which character, it will cast Rejuve. Watch. See? Now I'm mousing over there. So I just have to mouse over and click the macro, which is obviously on my bar down there. Now the other one I use is, I think it might be HP1, has got a little bit of a cast, HP1, there we go. So this one uses a cast sequence. So it's targeting party 1, which is the tank, and at the first press it will cast Rejuve, then it will cast Regrowth, and then it will cast Life Bloom. So it will go in that order. So I don't have to have 3 separate lines for it. I don't really know what difference it makes, but I've just learnt to do that now on some of my healing macros. So there's that. So that's how so if I press, I don't even have to mouse over for that because I had to target the first party member. Watch, I just press anywhere. See how it's, this one centrifuge is I'm just pressing here. It's passing, it's casting Regrowth on it, and now it's casting that other one on a Life Bloom. So that's the basic healing macros. That's all you need. You don't have to have all complicated stuff. That's me there. I want to go and get all my hairstyles done. Got to get my priorities done. Mind you, you don't even see them when you're playing Boomy. Yeah, so what specs am I playing? As I said before, this one's the bear. Then we've got 3 Boomies. Let's see if they're all in Boomy form. Yeah. Oh, no, wait. Number 4, she's not. And now she can as well, the healer. So I've got the healer here in the 5th slot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I used to play with the healer in slot 2, but since I've learned to play a bit tighter, I seem to be getting away with it in the fifth window there, and that allows me just to get my DPS stuck into it straight away. Also, all the druids have a self-heal, so Revendrak, hello Revendrak, they just disappeared. All the druids have a self-heal, so it's not such an emergency if I can't get to it straight away. Why do I have 5 druids? I have 5 lots of things now. 5 druids. I just wanted to try it, and when I get these to maximum level, I'm going to be able to mix and match. Anyway, let's get stuck into it, shall we? I was going to show you how it's still possible to multi-box, so let's actually do something instead of just have a group. So what I've been doing is doing group finding. Now I'm doing, we can do Mr. Panderi now. Well, I don't want to. I've been doing Lich King. And I'll tell you what, I don't often get one I like. Hopefully we do. Otherwise I'll pause the video and wait till we do. There's some Oculus I can do the first boss. You are a little bit limited when you're multiboxing. I find I can manage the classic dungeons, Burning Crusade dungeons and Wrath of the Lich King dungeons. But anything after that can get very difficult. What have we got? We've got Pinnacle. I was hoping I'd get Keep. I can't do the last boss in this, but we don't want the video to be too long anyway, so we'll have a go at the first couple of bosses, eh? All right, so we want to make sure we're buffed. Easy as. Now, if I want to make sure everyone's in Boomy, I haven't found another way to do it, but I can just click on them like that, and you can see. Obviously, that one's going to be in Bear. Why didn't I pick up this quest? Because I think it's for the last boss, and oh no, it's a collecting quest, and you know what? I can't be bothered. I won't swear. So let's go and do some pulls. So here on the other druids, I traditionally use D keybind for the most part of my rotations, nearly in any game I play. Just suits the size of my hands, and I don't know, I've always done that. I change my movement keys to other binds because that's what works for my hands. So you'll see my main DPS macros for all my characters are always on D. So, Rot Druid Caster. See over on the right there, it's coming up the macro name. So I'll show what it is. I'm not saying it's the best macro because it's not. And if someone watches this that plays Balanced Druid and has a good idea of how I can make this work better, please let me know. So here it is here. It's another cast sequence. Stellar Flare, Wrath, Moonfire, Sunfire, Star Surge. Why don't I... Oh, Stellar Flare's taken the place of... let's have a look. It's taken the place of Moonfire, I think. I think that's why Moonfire's not there. I think it changed it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's because I had Moonfire initially. Oh, no, there's Moonfire there. Oh, no, the Stellar Flare's probably got a longer cooldown. Sorry. Stellar Flare. Yeah, and it puts a dot on. So that will run through that, and then it will start again. I haven't tweaked that for a while. I mean, I seem to be killing stuff, so I think it's okay. So those 3 characters in the middle will have roughly the same. This one also has a little DPS rotation, and then she's got all her healing macros here. She has Tranquility on 4. She's got her AoE heals on T because that's kind of how I roll on my other healing characters. Dispel here as a Mouseover. I mean, even if you're not multiboxing, it's nice to have... Well, Blizzard gives you the option now to have spells as Mouseover, I believe, but I just use my macros. So see here, Nature's Cure. I've just got cast at Mouseover, and that way when I'm like this busy doing stuff here, I can just mouse over here and press the keybind, which is Y, as in the letter Y, because I always use, I think no matter how, for a long time, I've always used Y as the keybind for dispelling. So see there, I'm just giving my little tankier heal. Let's see if I actually manage to heal stuff now that I'm recording, hey? So then we've got a little charge on there. Oh, we didn't talk about follow. So obviously you have to have follow, which is part of World of Warcraft. You can have follow macros, which is, you wouldn't be able to multibox really without it, I don't think. And I'll show you how that goes. So all I do is have a macro and I put it on my keybind R, because I like to use R. I find that easy to reach. I'll show you here. See, that's a follow macro. So if we have a look at that, and I've in later dates been making it bright yellow so they stand out because I have a gazillion macros. There, that's all it is. Oh, that sets the view. Is that the right one? Let's just go like that and hit R and let's see if she turns around. Yeah, so it's should be setting the view nicely as well, but you don't have to have set view. You can have just slash. Let's have a look. I've probably got another normal follow. Oh, I don't. You can just have slash follow party one. That's all. You don't have to have that. The view is just meant to turn the character around into a set view from that's just part of World of Warcraft. I've copy and pasted that from something else. I find with melee, I think it matters, but not so much with the casters. All right, we better concentrate on a few hits here. So as you can see, I'm just mousing over. Yeah. Tank's got aggro. That's what we like. We might as well do taunt. So you just play your first character basically like you ordinarily would. It is nice when you're multiboxing to have a class. See how they're all following? The beauty is when you're playing a group of casters, follow doesn't generally break. If you're doing a channeling spell, it might, but if it's just a casting spell, like if it's a shaman or a mage doing fire blast or something like that, it won't. But anything, once you start channeling, yes, follow breaks and you have to hit your little keybind again. Now here, I can probably do all these in one go, but I'll show something else a bit nifty. So you might ask, how do you CC when you're multiboxing? Mousing over. Well, this isn't a true CC. Root. So let's have a look. Macro. So I wanted, hang on. Yeah, this one will do entangling roots first. So it will pick up the target from party one, which is the group lead, and the first thing it'll do is cast entangling roots. So why I do that is to keep them away from the rest of the party. It's not a real CC, but it's kind of a bit of CC. You watch. So you don't have to mark them, but I'll mark them anyway. I can actually do two. So here, she's going to go, she's in range, and then this one's going to do this one. So now we'll have two entangled, and now we want to pull another one that's not entangled. So the entangled ones, as you can see, they can still cast. It's just how it is. But if it was a melee, it'd be really good. It wouldn't be getting us. We'll get that one next since it's so angry. I'm trying not to pull that other ad that's patrol that's coming down. Let's see. I probably did. Oh, no, we might have a bit of fun and games now. We've got three. Better concentrate on doing some self-heals, eh? Shit, is someone doing a spin? That's okay. We can. We had. Is she in bear form? Yes. This didn't go as it was meant to go, but that's okay. We'll manage. We're druids. Which one's Flask? That one. Yeah. Flask. I keep breaking bear out of bear. because I can only self-heal without changing form when this thing glows. I can't remember what it's called. That's okay. So here I'm just going to resurrect Petri dish by doing a Mouseover revive spell. And the other, when I died earlier, I had done a rebirth on one of the other windows. So I had that macro to mouse over as well. Now, looting in retail is a bit of a pain because you have to click on every window when you play Classic. WoW Classic. And I think Wrath of the Lich King as well. You, are they all in? No. I'm just going to get them into Boomy. Yeah, now they look like they are. In Wrath of the Lich King, it's good because you've got in Classic and Classic Hardcore. You've got group loot, so you don't have to click on everybody, and then you just set the loot to free for all in the other versions of World of Warcraft, and you just have to loot on your disease. I can't clean up disease, I don't think. You just have to click on your lead character. So there you go. That's kind of the basics. Well, we'll try to get to the first boss so you can see me do a boss. Hey, how would that be? Do a boss, baby. Let's do a boss. So now that I can do that self-heal. So I thought about streaming. But the last few streams I've had, I haven't really had an audience. So I thought I'll go back to what I started with, which was making YouTube clips, hey? And if you do happen to watch this, I'd love it if you chucked me a follow. I did have more follows a couple of years ago, but I had to close my original account in a moment of frustration. Not rage. I can't say I rage. I wasn't raging because I don't really rage very often. In a moment of frustration, sulkiness, whatever. You know, when you get annoyed with the world. Anyway, so I lost everything due to my own moodiness. Oops, we need another rebuff. And then, of course, down the track, I was feeling a bit more cheerful. And I thought, damn, why did I delete everything for? That was a bit stupid, wasn't it? And I started my YouTube channel and had to start all over again. And that's why I've got no followers. So put it this way. If you do happen to come across this video and if you'd like to see more, I would love it if you chuck me a follow. Okay. We will move on to that first boss. I think she's not far away. What's her name? Svala Sorrowgrave. Oh, she's going to be sorry in a minute. Let's hope so. Anyway, hey. Look at how many mobs there are. It looks a bit scary. Chuck a little dot on the tank, hey. Are we all in Boomy form? Petri dish, isn't it? But she doesn't have to be. Incubator is which one? This one. Yeah, she is. That one is. That one is. Yeah, there must be an add-on where you can tell. Let's do some AoE. Whoa, keep yourself alive, tank. Don't want to have to burn that. Shivers. I hit the wrong button. That happens. That happens. How about we hit tranquility? You can see. So the tricky thing I found is don't always seems the way with druid spells. You think druid healing, you think you're going to die, and then you sort of manage to survive somehow. Yeah, just. Oh, look. You know that add-on I was talking about? It's a bit dodgy. See how they've all shrunk again? We'll have to fix that after this pull. How many more mobs have we got, eh? We've still got another frenzied regen. Okay, so let's loot and you watch. Oh, look, now it's back again. Kid you not, that thing just is buggy as. So we are going to go around here. Who's that? Petri dish, that's okay. So I know they're odd names, but I was trying to think of a theme for the druids, as you do, because when you multibox, you end up with many, many characters. I have so many characters. But when I finally get them all to maximum level, I'm going to be able to run some really fun teams. Like I'll be able to run 4 mages or 4 shaman. I'm looking forward to that. Now with World of Warcraft, I don't play all the time. At the moment, I'm in a infatuated with WoW stage. But I'm thinking when these subs expire, which is in a couple of weeks, of maybe trying a different game, just to have a break from it and so forth. Because, I mean, it is a bit expensive, but that doesn't matter. I can afford it. But it can be a bit draining and uses a lot of your time. So I might single play a different game or WoW, or we'll see in a few weeks. So once she's done all this yada yada, we're gonna hit our protection cooldown. I want to hit that. Now what always happens here, I find, is she'll CC the tank. She does. Now while I put them all close here, I find the strat with this is when she does that little bit where she enslaves someone, or whatever, what the hell you want to call it. Big hill and the druid in the last window now. Now here, this is what we do. Oh no, she didn't do the tank for a change. So if you just AoE, you end up getting her as well as the ads. My voice didn't work then for a minute. You'll see. Okay, we're nearly there. Well, we don't really need to be. Let's use that new tree spell. And that's how you do it. Easy peasy. This add-on does muck up. If you know of a better one, let me know. But I just wanted to show you how it was possible to still have fun multiboxing in WoW Retail, mousing over. And that was me mousing over. If you have any questions, let me know. I will continue with the dungeon, but I might stop the video so it doesn't end up getting too long. So let's turn around, see if we can see the characters' faces, eh? They're all stacked. Bye for now. See ya. Bye.